Well, hey, folks, how y'all doing? Oh, man, down in the shop today, it's just a gloomy day here. Raining in the 40s, and I did a few things in the garage this morning. But now we brought the Weber Jumbo Joe down in one of these Weber tables, and we're going to go through the modifications that we've done to this. It's probably, I think about all the mods that I've done to the Weber kettles. I've probably done more to the Jumbo Joe than any all the other ones that I have. But today we're also gonna do a mod too. We're gonna add a probe port cover to the Weber Jumbo Joe. So I tell you what, folks, let's go through what we've done so far, and then let's put on a probe port cover, shall we? I think this is the one that I get asked about the most. I put on any of the Weber kettles, and people always ask me, where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from? That's a file handle, and it's made by Nicholson, and you can find them at Ace Hardware. And I just bent the tab up, drilled a hole, and put one of these acorn nuts on the back, stainless steel. And I also did it on the bottom, and it's really helpful on the bottom because it's hard to reach down there, and it also gets hot down there, so it actually works very, very well. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff. Well, you're right there. Why didn't you talk about the temperature? I don't know. So on the Jumbo Joe, at least on this Jumbo Joe when I got it, the daisy wheel attaches with a screw. It's not riveted in like it is on a lot of the other Weber grills. So all I did was remove that, and then I went to Home Depot. And that's where I found that. Everybody always asks me, where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from? And, how'd you attach it? Well, it's just, that's it right there. So, I did have to drill the hole a little larger, and that was a couple years ago, so I don't know if that's available anymore, but you can pick up something, and it's a convenient place to put it in the Jumbo Joe. All right, one of the things that kind of revolutionized how one cooks on the Weber Jumbo Joe was the fact that Sloan Sear grills, or S&S grills as they're called, came out with a charcoal basket. Everybody's aware of the Sloan Sear for the 22-inch, but for the Jumbo Joe, they actually have a charcoal basket, and that's it. And then they also make this dripping griddle tray, which you can see I haven't used because it's just, I don't know, I bought it and it's just like, man, that's too nice to use. It's just, isn't that shiny? I like that. But this really helps cooking on here, and it gives you an indirect zone over here, and you're also large enough here that you could sear a steak on it, so it'd be very, very good for reverse searing steaks. And I've done a ton of things on this. This little cooker, I love using it in the wintertime because it has very good capacity, plus it also does very well in inclement weather. All right, next up is this, it looks like a pizza stone that's been modified. A company out there called Barbecue Dragon was making these stones for a Weber 22-inch. And the great thing about it is that it actually gives you thermal mass inside and helps create also a two-zone cooking. And I took them and I cut this one down. I did a video on it, Tom Horseman at YouTube. Just used a scroll saw with a blade that I got that cuts tile, actually, that fits in a scroll saw of all things, like a jigsaw, and made a template and cut it out. And this actually works very, very nice, once again in the wintertime, because with that thermal mass in there, folks, it helps to even out the temperature throughout. And if you wanted to cook a small pizza on there, yeah, you could probably cook a small pizza on there, just put the charcoal underneath. So pretty cool, and it works very well. All right, here's what we're going to be adding today. This is the probe port cover that we're going to add, and I like this one because it's got a little slot in there, so even when you close it, your wire can go through there, and you don't have to worry about pinching it off or something like that. So that's a pretty cool idea. And the company that makes these also makes these covers, fan covers. If you wanted to put one of those thermostatically controlled blowers, you could put that in there. But because of the configuration of the bottom of the Jumbo Joe, this ain't gonna work. So but we are gonna put this in there, and I'll show you who's making all this stuff. This comes from a guy out of Washington that I know. His name is Lewis, and you can see there's his website right there, rshackbarbecue.com. He does catering, but he also makes parts for Weber kettles, which is kind of cool. And let's see here, what does he all make here? That's pretty cool. So he makes holders. If you wanted to take a Weber kettle and put it in something, he makes a custom holder for that. And I believe Justin from Baby Back Maniac, Justin from Baby Back Maniac even endorses it and used it. Pretty cool. So here's the probe port covers and everything that he's making. So we're just gonna put this one on today, the the probe cover, and I'll leave the link down below. I'm going to leave the link down below for S&S Grills because they make these too, and also for Our Shack Barbecue for Lewis. These are both owner-operator businesses, folks, American-made. And please take a look at their websites, and you make up your mind from there. But let's get going on getting that one installed. All right, taking a look at the bottom of the kettle of the Weber Jumbo Joe, you can see this is different than all the other Webers, as there's a lot of ridges in here, and this ridge right here represents where the grate fits. So there is not enough room here to really put a probe port above the grill grate. So this is going to have to go just below the grilling grate. Now, people are going to say, and I've had this happen to me, people always say, why can't you take it through there? Well, you can, but the problem with that then is every time you take off your lid to check your meat, or the charcoal or whatever, you got to unplug everything. It's kind of going to be in the way. So if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I'm just showing you here today an alternative. Okay, let's get the you know, I can't even say I'm voiding the warranty. I voided it a long time ago. So let's get to re-voiding the warranty on the Weber Jumbo Joe. All right, got the first hole drilled. That's what I'm going to do, and then we'll lay out for the center hole. And this one, you can, get one of your probes out, and that'll help you decide how big to drill that other hole. Obviously, you don't want to drill it any bigger than you have to. That's my advice to you. All right, so 3/8 is what I've decided to go with. And I am using a center punch to, this is one of those spring-loaded ones, just to put an indent in the steel so that the drill bit doesn't wander on me. So I'll drill that hole and give you a look-see. All right, got both holes drilled. Now, if you want to do a little touch-up paint in there, this would be the time to do that. Typically, after a couple cooks, especially if they're greasy, yeah, that'll get lined in grease anyway, and it probably, you know, it's your choice, folks. All right, so there it is, all installed. I double nutted the back side just to hold it better. That locks it in where you want it. Those are stainless steel washer, stainless steel quality products. I'll tell you right then. So it works right there. And that 3/8 hole is perfect because it can totally be covered by this side. And then when you put your probe port in, you can open it up like that, put it through there, and then the wire, when you're cooking, can go right there. So simple to do, folks. Remember, if I can do it, so can you. Tom Horseman at YouTube. Hope this was helpful. Thumbs up, leave a comment as always, folks. Check out Lewis at Our Shack Barbecue, and obviously S&S Grills. They both sell these products. And thanks for watching.